It's Thanksgiving weekend. The Vikings are hoping that Atlanta offers an early holiday present. It's game day down in Georgia. We're talking purple with Visanthe Shiancoe. He's one of the most popular chefs in the world. Bizarre foods and all kinds of things going on for the unforgettable Andrew Zimmern. He's with us. And in the MIAC, hockey is here. We're breaking down St. Ben's, all that and much more. It's Game On. And again, in the heart of Minneapolis, you found us. Game On, powered by 7 Steakhouse, Sushi, Ultralounge, and Skybar. Downtown's ultimate event destination at Block E, where every seat is the best seat in the house. And hello again, great to have you with us. Rod Simon's here on Game On. Happy Thanksgiving weekend. Hope your Turkey Day was very enjoyable with family and friends, and the tryptophan feeling on Friday, and all the football overload. There's still football to be played today. We're talking a lot of football. Have a very, very interesting show for you. But before we get started, we always go with by the numbers. And when you look at the numbers, the Vikings are 2-8 for the first time since the 1962 season. So yes, it looks bad, but it could be worse because Indianapolis has the worst record in the National Football League. If the Vikings drafted today, they'd select 4th overall. Atlanta, by the way, when you watch the game today, those guys can D up. They held Chris Johnson of Tennessee last week to 13 yards and 12 rushes. The Vikings playing without Adrian Peterson on this Sunday. Delighted to start this Game On, this Thanksgiving special edition of Game On with number 81. Visanthe Shiancoe's in the house.
What up, baby?
How are you?
Good, man. I'm good. You know, I could be a lot better. You know that.
I understand.
A lot better.
And we know about 2-8 and all that stuff, but the bottom line is there's still some season to be played and some things to be done.
Yeah, man, we got to start crossing these T's and dotting these I's, you know, and a lot of potential here, you know, in Minnesota, but at the same time, potential doesn't win games, you know.
Right. You
got to organize that potential and create a movement. So, you know, that's the mode we're in right now.
You have a lot of followers on Twitter. You're on Facebook. You call it like it is. When the team is struggling and things don't go right, you call it out. And fans appreciate that.
Like, I just like being just genuine. And, like, you know, anybody that knows me knows that I'm just a guy that just really just speaks, you know. Like, I'm just going to be, you know, be
straight
me.
shooter.
And just, there's no sugarcoating some things. And sometimes, you know, the way that, you know, some games turned out, man, you know, I just had to really express myself and tell it how it was. So, you know, like, I feel good about that. And also I feel like, you know, the fans deserve that. And, you know, everybody deserves that in Minnesota. So
there's a lot of naysayers in this town, as you know. And when you look at the game against Atlanta, Adrian out of the game with the high ankle sprain, looks like a loss. But you guys went to Philadelphia and did some business last year.
No, you know what, man? The NFL, you know, it's any given Sunday.
That's
any team can beat any team.
That's right.
You know, it's so much talent out here.
Yeah.
There's so much talent on these teams. Like,
yeah.
The NFL is the NFL for a reason. Okay, I think that only 1% of athletes make it to the NFL.
That's correct.
Any game is beatable, and I think that Atlanta Falcons could definitely be beat.
Are you still having as much fun as you were at the start of the season? Do the losses make it a little bit more difficult to have fun at what you're doing?
Well, you know, you're gonna feel those losses.
I know that.
I mean, because you're gonna be. I mean, like, we're human, and a lot of people don't realize that we are human. You would like to have as much fun as possible, but you got to make sure, especially being 2-8, that your assignments are down packed. So once you get that lead, okay, then you have the fun. Other than that, man, you know, it's all serious business here, man, because we got to, you know, right this ship.
Yep. Number 81 is in the house, Visanthe Shiancoe, and we're going to do food a little later with Chef Andrew Zimmern. It's only here. It's Game On. And you can always catch up with us and get the latest on your teams at our site. It's GameOnTVMN.com. Great blogs. Shockers Locker covers the Vikings from A to Z. We have Twins, baseball, the Wild, the Wolves, MMA. We link you to our Viking partner site, purplepride.org. Check us out. It's GameOnTVMN.com. Fans are always on our radar, never left out. Time for Voice of the Fan. What is your favorite tailgate food?
My favorite tailgate food, actually, it varies from week to week. Most of the time I like burgers and brats, but sometimes some people bring out some good chili and some good soup, and that's always good too.
What's going on?
We're giving Matt the NFL experience of a high-pressure field goal.
Look out! It's terrible, man! easier way to get an ultimate NFL fan experience. Just snap the tag wherever Bud Light is sold and you could win. Bud Light in the NFL. Here we go.
Hey, it gets easier. Really? No.
Now you can sell your gold and get a great wireless deal in one stop.
We'll show you.
The twins at BC Wireless offer prepaid plans with recurring billing, no contracts, no credit checks. At BC Wireless, we offer T-Mobile, Simple Mobile, Boost Mobile,
And gold.
BC Wireless also buys your gold. BC Wireless with 2 metro locations and growing. For gold and prepaid wireless, it's BC Wireless.
Los atendemos en español.
7 is the ultimate fine dining and entertainment destination. There's 3 levels of distinct and unforgettable experiences ahead. 7 is the winner of the prestigious Open Table Diner's Choice Award. It's memorable. You'll never forget 7's 5-star steakhouse, 7's award-winning menu. 7 Sushi is not only unique, but unrivaled. And 7's view is sweeping and magnificent year-round. 7 offers catering, the ease of front door valet, and unforgettable service. It's 7, downtown Minneapolis, your ultimate event destination. Welcome back. Game On, powered by 7, your ultimate event destination. Rod, number 81. Delighted to have Visanthe Shiancoe in the house. What did you do on Thanksgiving?
Well, you know,
do you guys practice during the day?
You seen the movie Wedding Crashers?
Yes.
You heard of Thanksgiving Crashes? Hell yeah. You got to take advantage of those opportunities. If you have as many teammates as I have, and they eat the way they eat,
yes,
man, you got to crash some houses and take some to go.
You guys
so
go to
I'm good
homes
for the week.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't eat as much as you say you eat.
Shoot, man, that's what you think.
Appetite?
That's what you think.
Nice.
Yeah, you know, I eat.
What's your favorite holiday out of the year?
Favorite holiday out of the year?
Is it this time of year with Thanksgiving and Christmas?
Even though you're Thanksgiving, about Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
You
know, for the family, like, you know, I'm very family oriented.
Yeah. So let's talk about some of your mates on the team. Christian Ponder, your new quarterback, been in a few games. Granted, he made a few mistakes against Oakland. I like his upside. He seems to be a mile ahead as a rookie. Your thoughts?
Christian, he has a lot of upside, just like you said. I feel like his future can be very, very bright.
Yeah.
You know, you're always going to have a little bit of stumbles. You know, it's, you know, and that's what we call adversity. And being a professional, you have to be able to deal with that adversity because everybody goes through it, like even the best.
Yep.
And to get to that road, sometimes the adversity really helps you out. And I know he's learning a lot. He's extremely accurate, so you know, he has all the fundamentals that really can't be taught.
I like the way this team has been able to get leads, even though it hasn't been able to hold on to them. There's been a lot of positives in a season that seems negative to a lot of outsiders. You know what I mean?
With a rookie quarterback, new coaches, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, I mean, new playbooks, you're seeing the effect of it right now.
Right.
But also you're seeing the upside of what it could bring, like, you know, of what this offense and what this defense and what this team could bring to the table.
Looking forward to it, to Atlanta today. And before we go, the chef, Andrew Zimmern, is coming up next. But we're going to come back and grub mightily. Yeah, you still have a little room after Thanksgiving?
You damn right.
Of
course.
I love that. More with number 81 and the chef. Only here.
I can't wait to eat. I can't wait to eat.
And when you join us here at 7, we got you covered with a free charge for that cell phone. The T-Mobile charging station will take care of you and put a charge back in that smartphone of yours. It's all courtesy of T-Mobile and 7.
It's T-Mobile's 4G Wonderland.
Smartphones ring, are you listening? 4G speeds.
Yep, they're blistering.
Stream movies and shows.
It's Santa to go.
Walking in a 4G Wonderland.
Search for gifts.
Like a scooter?
That was fast.
Goodbye, computer.
Our fastest phones of all time.
Like the Samsung Galaxy S2.
And each line just $49.99.
Walking in a 4G Wonderland.
Wallingberg and Deebly believes in families. We understand and support families in all their many forms. And when legal problems arise in the family, Wallingberg and Deebly is there. Walling, Berg, and Deebly, the premier family law firm of Minnesota. When you need us, call 612-326-3453 or visit wbdlaw.com.
Welcome back. It's Game On, special Thanksgiving weekend edition of Game On, and you know this man, probably the most popular chef in the world, I would say. Andrew Zimmern is in the house.
That's very nice of you. That's very nice of you to say. That's a big statement, but I won't stop you from saying it.
Do you go anywhere and not get recognized?
No, you know, it's changed a lot over the last 3 or 4 years, for sure. The show's been on 5 years.
Right.
What a lot of people don't realize here in America is that Bizarre Foods and Bizarre World are broadcast in 70 countries.
Wow.
So I'm actually not, the places I'm most popular, top 3 or 4, don't even include the United States. Our primary audience is here, of course, Travel Channel's here,
right.
but in Argentina, Chile, Japan are 3 countries where there I can't leave the hotel, the restaurant. It gets kind of crazy, which is shocking to me, but those countries have a unique worship for food. In Chile and Argentina, I'm on every day. At the same time, they just constantly on their major stations. But you never get used to it.
And one of the questions that I'm sure a lot of people at home wonder, do you cook your own Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. We just did. Yeah.
Your lovely wife sits back and watches you?
No. Oh, no. Everyone divides it up because we do a big deal. This year, I was responsible for turkey, gravy, stuffing. Mother-in-law did her Jell-O salad, her potato boats, a couple of hot dishes, covered dishes, casserole. You know.
How do you cook your turkey? Do you do a bag?
Oh no! Are you kidding me? No. First of all, I order the turkeys months ahead of time.
Do you really?
Yes, and I won't even tell you where because I have to have very specific turkeys.
Yeah.
They come to us. I take them, I put about an inch of stock in the pan. These would be, take notes for next year. And I lower it into simmering stock on the stove in the pan. And I cook the bottom, which always takes the longest to cook, for about 15 minutes. Take it out, let it cool in the colander in the sink. Then I stuff it, butter it, roast it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and I don't touch it, you don't baste it, because to put hot fat on top of the part of the bird that dries out the fastest is crazy.
I was on your website, andrewzimmern.com. You've got everything there, including some of those.
Anything that people want for holidays. We have thousands and thousands of recipes, and until the cookbooks come out in the end of 2012, beginning of 2013, you might as well go on and just download.
How often are you home? The St. Paul boy, you're on the road, what, 35 weeks a year?
We used to live in St. Paul. I was in St. Paul for 18 years.
That's right.
A couple years ago, we moved to Edina.
Okay.
We couldn't find a larger house. The family's growing, and we needed more space, and we couldn't find anything in our neighborhood that we could afford or that was big enough.
Nice.
So we moved out west. I travel about 30 weeks a year. That's episodic and non-episodic, and then the rest of the time I'm here, and I don't move. I literally take off my shoes when I hit the door, and I try to stay inside with Noah and Raisha as much as possible.
We have barely scratched the surface. Great to have the chef in the house. Game On continues on this Thanksgiving weekend after this quick timeout. Time now for the Wheels of Thunder week ahead. The Vikings are playing the Denver Broncos on the 4th. Don't forget, if you have tickets to the game, it's been moved from 3:15 to a 12 o'clock game, and that game will be on Fox 9. The Wild get New Jersey on December 2nd. If the Wolves were playing, they'd be playing Sacramento at Target Center on December 7th. The Swarm with Buffalo on January 28th. The Valkyrie right after New Year's against Seattle. And the Twins, spring training, 89 days away. Go for hockey against Minnesota State on the 2nd. Go for men's basketball against Southern Cal on the 3rd. Go for women's basketball on the 4th against Baylor. Wheels of Thunder Radar, they're in Hill City on the 3rd and the 4th. December 17th and 18th in Elk River. And in Shakopee for the Canterbury Nationals, January 6th through the 8th. Time again for fans to weigh in. Voice of the fan. And the question, festive as it is, what's your favorite tailgate food?
I'd have to say it'd be cheddar and jalapeno brats.
Welcome back to Hack Job. Today, we're with the Gilberts. Okay, guys, are you ready to see your new kitchen? Me too. Let's go. Take a look. Oh, here we go. It looks amazing.
You didn't do anything. We just put Bud Light on the counter.
Exactly. It totally opens it up. We gave it a fun vibe. Clearly, this is a room people want to hang out in.
It's the sure sign of a good time. Just right taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
The landscapers are here. Nice.
Pick up the latest issue of Wheels of Thunder magazine. If it's on wheels, you'll find it in Wheels of Thunder. Full color photos of bikes, trikes, cars, trucks, and even sleds. High performance or right off the street. Mind-blowing power, speed, and custom touches. It's all in Wheels of Thunder magazine. Plus, find out about the latest races, rallies, and custom products and services in your area. Check out Wheels of Thunder on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Wheels of Thunder.
Now you can sell your gold and get a great wireless deal in one stop.
We'll show you.
The twins at BC Wireless offer prepaid plans with recurring billing, no contracts, no credit checks. At BC Wireless, we offer T-Mobile, Simple Mobile, Boost Mobile,
And gold.
BC Wireless also buys your gold. BC Wireless with 2 metro locations and growing. For gold and prepaid wireless, it's BC Wireless.
Los atendemos en español.
Welcome back. It's Special Game On. Great to have you with us, Rod and the chef. How did you get your start in, not just in broadcasting, but your first start with food?
Oh gosh, I begged my parents to let me work when I was a young kid. In summers in high school out on Long Island, I was working in restaurants. By the time I got to college, and I always knew I was going to be in food. Went to school. I thought that I wanted to teach history and art history, which are what my degrees are in. And that didn't work. When I got into New York after I graduated school, I'd already been in Europe doing stages and spent a lot of time overseas cooking in Europe and in Asia. Came back to New York in 1984 and worked in restaurants there and in Los Angeles from 84 to 92. Cratered my life, you know, I mean, drugs, alcohol, the whole, journey into the abyss. Some loving friends and family put me on a plane, one-way ticket, and went to Hazelden in Center City, Minnesota, and was in their continuum of care for about 6 months. Got out, heard from some friends in New York that some buddies were opening a satellite of their theater district restaurant, Café Un Deux Trois, in the Fauché Tower, and I went in there and I applied for a job, and I was a busboy and a dishwasher. Wow! And along the way, I guess about a month in, one of the line cooks was sick, called in sick, and they didn't have anyone to work the lunch rush there. And the owner of the restaurant, I told him, I said, I can do it. And they said, no, you can't. You're the dishwasher. And I just kept saying, I can do that guy's station. And they wouldn't let me do it. And then I went up to the owner of the restaurant and I said, trust me. I got this. So within, I don't know, about a month, they got rid of the chef. I replaced him, brought in my crew, and I think at the time, we created what I think was one of the best restaurants in the Twin Cities in the last 25, 30 years here. With that
was
restaurant.
the Wally Pipp of cooking.
It was a Wally Pipp.
It was a Wally Pipp moment.
Yeah, well, he was Wally and I was Lou.
That's correct.
You understand? It was really, really interesting.
That's awesome.
Because I was really lucky. I was medium-sized fish in slightly smaller pond in terms of the food community here. And in those days, there were a handful of great chefs in this town who took me under their wing and made me a part of the club. And I was able to do what I loved most, which was cook for 6-7 years in restaurants before I started getting into the media thing.
Is it big enough to enjoy, or is it just absolutely website and print and TV all over the world? Do you have enough time to just enjoy you and your family?
I try every day to remind myself to slow down enough to enjoy it. It's very intense. I liked it most the first year when we were making shows when the season hadn't aired yet. There was no pressure.
Oh yeah.
It was all gravy. You just pinched yourself every day that you could do this.
With the tarantula.
With the tarantula. I'm convinced I have the greatest job in the whole world.
You do.
And I'm just so lucky every day to do it. Now with that, I believe comes a lot of responsibility. And that's why for the causes that my family and I believe in, recovery, children's services, adoption, something we both share.
Absolutely.
There are so many things that I feel it's up to me to continue to keep alive. The social justice movement that's involved with food and wellness in this country is something that I'll be working on for the rest of my life.
Wow.
It's sort of a niche that I've fallen into, and it's really gotten a lot of traction in the last couple of years. And some of us have been screaming about it for decades, and I'm thrilled that we have people's attention now.
It's awesome. We're not done. Andrew is back with Visanthe and I in just a couple of minutes. Thank you for being a part of GameOn.
Oh, thank you very much.
God bless you.
I'm excited. Do I get to tackle Shiancoe?
You actually do.
I'm lowering the head, shoulder.
Lowering the head.
Lower the head, shoulder.
It's all ahead on GameOn. Time now for Who's Hot and Who's Cold, and we're giving the love to the Vikings. The players were busy giving to those in need this Thanksgiving. E.J. Henderson's turkey giveaway, the 4th annual, was held at Cub Foods on West Broadway, giving away 3,500 turkeys to families in need. E.J.'s Youth Foundation serves urban youth in the Twin Cities area a heart as big as his home state of Maryland. Vikings guard Steve Hutchinson was busy hosting an early Thanksgiving meal for young patients and their families at the University of Minnesota's Amplatz Children's Hospital. Thanks to all the players who attended, the players also visited children in their rooms who were not able to attend the Thanksgiving meal. That's Who's Hot, only here on GameOn. It is time for the MIAC Minute. This is Jennifer Krantz, the new head coach at St. Benedict's Hockey. Welcome.
Thank you.
Last year, St. Ben's won 4 games overall. You already have 3. The season's just starting.
Yes.
You got to be pretty excited.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
How has the transformation been? This is your first spin through D3, new team. How are things going?
They're going well. This is my first time as a head coach too, so it's kind of a huge learning curve for everything. You know, coming from Division I, we kind of had everything provided for us, and now I'm learning a lot of new aspects to coaching that I didn't really know before.
There's a great deal of passion from what I've seen. In addition to everything else, the kids that are on your team want to be there because there are no scholarships.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're just super passionate about the game, and you know the kind of great thing about Division III is that they can be just as passionate about their studies as they are about the game, and kind of be involved with the entire campus and not just with their academics and athletics.
Do you have benchmarks in your first year on a number of levels, or are you just trying to keep everything on a growing course?
You know, I do have a few goals that, you know, are kind of on our way to achieving, trying to keep them, you know, attainable and realistic as much as possible. But kind of just taking everything as it comes and jumping over each hurdle as we get to it. And
you've had a few, I would imagine.
Yes, we have, yeah.
Well, we're looking forward to big things from you. Thank you for being with us. Did you have a great Thanksgiving over the weekend?
Yes, yes.
Very nice. Well, happy Thanksgiving belated to you, and good things ahead for St. Ben's.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jennifer Krantz, the new head coach at St. Benedict's, only here in the MIAC Minute.
It's T-Mobile's 4G Wonderland.
Smartphones ring, are you listening? 4G speeds.
Yep, they're blistering.
Stream movies and shows.
It's Santa to go.
Walking in a 4G Wonderland.
Search for gifts.
Like a scooter?
That was fast.
Goodbye, computer.
Our fastest phones of all time.
Like the Samsung Galaxy S2.
And each line is $49.99.
Walking in a 4G Wonderland.
7 is the ultimate fine dining and entertainment destination. There's 3 levels of distinct and unforgettable experiences ahead. 7 is the winner of the prestigious Open Table Diners Choice Award. It's memorable. You'll never forget 7's 5-star steakhouse, 7's award-winning menu. 7 Sushi is not only unique, but unrivaled. And 7's view is sweeping and magnificent year-round. 7 offers catering, the ease of front door valet, and unforgettable service. It's 7, downtown Minneapolis, your ultimate event destination. Welcome back. It's GameOn, powered by 7, your ultimate event destination. This is a great time with the chef and number 81 because the 7 chefs put together some really fun food. Andrew knew what everything was. 81 didn't. I certainly didn't. But it made eating really adventurous.
Salmon eggs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Salmon eggs, squid.
No, octopus.
Octopus.
Mm-hmm. Little scallop.
Clams, right?
Oysters.
Or oysters.
What's he
okay.
doing
Delicious.
right there?
Oyster.
The little thing.
Kumamoto oyster.
You're not going to get sick. This is good stuff.
All right, you know, hey, I'm going to do it like he does it on this show. Oh, delicious. Oh, delicious.
So what's this stuff right here?
Delicious.
I'm gonna. That right there looks like hamachi.
Salmon? Tuna?
It's a yellowtail.
Tuna,
yes.
tuna.
Well, it's in the jack family, but it's one of the better fish that you have out there. The quality here is absolutely unbelievable. It's great.
I have to learn how to describe, like, you know, the flavors and the taste and stuff like that.
Well, let me just give you a little pointer, because in all fairness, no one wants to see me toss the pigskin on Sunday, but when you eat something, the last thing you want to say is, delicious. Because that's good, but if you do something like...
but this was very good.
If you do something like this, I like shrimp, but that right there is the Jennifer Lopez of shrimp. And then you do this, and then you look in the camera and kind of raise an eyebrow, then you're rocking.
Okay, cool.
Then you're rocking.
And I noticed too that when you don't like something on your show,
I compliment the lady on her earrings.
Yeah, man. I know, you know, you do something, but you let them down pretty easy though.
Well, here's
you never say that you don't like it.
When I'm eating, I'm
Right?
in somebody's house. I mean, someone's grandma just killed one of their 3 pigs, and that may be their whole net worth of their family.
Yeah.
So I tell my crew, we may be the first Americans that the people in that tribe or that city or that town have ever seen. So it doesn't matter whether you like it or don't, you eat it all. And if you don't like it, you just say, it's interesting.
Yeah.
You gonna eat that? Now this is squid, tuna, and you want the orange goo is dripping all around it, and I am dead serious when I tell you this, sea urchin gonads.
Delicious.
Now, what is a sea urchin gonad?
Gonad.
Gonad. What is a gonad?
Gonad. You have 2.
Oh, so nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sea urchin nuts. Sea urchin testicles.
It's a cylindrical. No, it's a cylindrical shell, and the gonads hang down beneath them, and they're very expensive. They're highly prized, and boy, those are really good. Okay. Whoever's doing the fish here did an exquisite job with this kind of stuff.
Give it up, you guys.
Thanks,
the chef
good stuff
and the
right
tight end.
Not bad.
Hey,
Not
that's
bad.
good stuff. Not bad at all. Good stuff.
We'd love to have you join us for a live taping here at 7 at Block E downtown. Check our website for up-to-date guest updates. You can view past shows as well. Stay in touch with us via Facebook, Twitter, and all our shows are on iTunes. It's Game On TV. Whew, great show. We're going to have more on the chef and number 81 in future shows too. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for being with us. More on our website. Game On.